Yeah. Leah was going. She went Assassin's Creed on them for a little bit. Yeah.
Considering she was on her own, I think she did pretty well. She just got taken down by a big old sleep spell that, there was no contested save. It's just he rolled high enough that she was put to sleep.
Yeah, that's a strategy not a lot of people. Well, not no, some people use it when they're like trying to go for that non-lethal. Yeah, no, wait till they're on the brink of death and they say, okay, you know what, sleep. And only very specific things are like, sorry, what?
Did you want to do the reorg? Can I?
You both talk at the same time, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Michael.
I was gonna ask if it was quiet at the moment when I said it, but did you want to do the recap or should I?
You go for it, yeah, you go. You got this. From her perspective, how did it happen?
Oh, sure. Matt, you were saying something. Did you want to?
No, actually, I was my train of thought. So.
Sorry about that. Leah was trying to track down Kaylin because she had disappeared, and it was just long enough as like, yeah, I should probably go and look for her. Which, of course, she then arrived back at camp very shortly after that. Eventually came across this scene of a cart that had been attacked with some people survivors. Not really sure. Didn't get a good look at them. Off to the side, Leah went and thinking that it was a good chance that Kaylin might have been part of this group, or might have been attacked or captured by these people. She went and tried to take as many of them out silently. Unfortunately, did not get through too many of them, but were able to fend off the goblins, the gnoll, and blinking on. Let me double check the art NPCs. No, none there. But the that's right, the hooded figure with a whole bunch of mushrooms. Once she had finished fighting off everybody else, came in, had a few ominous lines, and put her to sleep. Due to some of her training, I think she's in like this waking sleep state where she can still see all the other creatures that she had slain rise up as presumably undead or some undead adjacent alternative, and they all walked away. And she is locked in place. Almost like sleep paralysis.
Pretty much, yeah. And now we continue by popping back to our heroes who are just making it through the forest. Now, after they have left the boat that they hired to take them downriver, and hopefully trying to talk them to either drop them off at the waterfall, or I think someone was talking about convincing them to try and ride the ship down the waterfall. So we'll leave that conversation for if and when that happens. They're staying put after a deal that was made with them. When she overloaded their boat with a bunch of stuff that they would trade for. That's essentially a year's worth of stuff that they would trade for on their boat. And so our three party members now make their way through the forest to try and quickly find their fourth member, Leah, who I'm sure is just, sure she's fine. After all, Kaylee is fine.
Kaylee?
Fine.
Oh, swell.
A total of 10, 12.
Quick mic check, everybody. Kaylin. Alright. Now, you guys are in the forest. How are you going to try and track down your last party member?
Well, can we tracking for footprints, broken sticks. Try to figure out where she went.
Were you gonna say something?
She did. Can you hear Heidi? I can hear her.
Oh,
No, I was asking that. It sounded like you were gonna say something.
Oh no. Go. Like,
Well.
how do you track that? Sorry, no.
sorry.
All good.
I was afraid my headset was messing up again.
No.
That's all
You're
good.
good. I think there was just a
All good.
miscommunication.
Wait, no, all three of you are there. How would each of you like to assist in helping? How are you guys? What's the plan for starting this off? Because you've got. Well, each of you is actually pretty good at tracking on your own. Technically speaking, you guys are the best ones for this.
Plus 6 on in survival.
Yeah, I think Kaylin's gonna kind of backtrack her own steps into the forest of where she was. And then just when she gets kind of more into the forest, she's gonna start yelling out Leia's name.
Alright, so one of you just randomly going in the way you went out, and yelling her own name. Shade, Nishoni, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna try to follow signs like broken twigs or footprints or anything else that might be an indicator.
That'll be a survival check. You go ahead and roll that with advantage because it's something you do before. Shade, anything you'd like to do on your own or to help either one of these two?
Actually, he's probably tagging along with Nishoni here. But how fast would you say you're going, Kaylin? Like ahead of us, since you already know going in.
Yeah, because she's technically following her the way she went in/came out of the forest, so I have no idea if that's going to coincide with the. Well, first let's see what the roll was. Heidi, what was that survival roll?
17.
Oh yeah, with that planning, you're able to quickly recognize a few signs, and you're able to get a path. Actually, roll me a quick d4.
Okay. That's a 1.
You see 3 separate trails. They're more or less going the same way, but they do divert paths further up into the wood. You notice Kaylin is following one of them.
When in doubt, take the middle route.
So you'll be taking the middle route?
Yeah, it wouldn't be too far to the left, too far to the right. I don't know.
Is
Then again,
Kaylin
Kaylin knows where she's
also
going.
following the middle route?
Kaylin, how quickly are you following the path that you... And could you also roll me a quick... This would be... Just roll me a quick intelligence check.
Oof, intelligence? Okay.
Okay, cool. Roll me a survival.
Better, that's a 19.
Hey, yeah, with that, you two are on one of these 3 trails. However, the one you are starting to go down, you honestly aren't sure if you recognize, but you definitely notice the signs of someone coming through this bit of the wood. And you do notice Nishoni, and she seems to be following another trail. And this trail is slowly starting to deviate, one going one way, one going the other. And you guys are both walking at assuming a normal pace, forward, but the trails are still slowly starting to peak.
Everybody split up. Sorry.
I mean, I think the entire
Alright.
time Caitlin is still yelling for Leia, so if anything,
You are.
I think Shade
You are.
and Nashoni will able to hear that Caitlin's voice is probably getting farther away.
A little bit, yeah. Michonne, anything you guys are doing as you're following this middle path?
Just keeping an eye and ear out for Leah. I guess I'll join in column 4 too. Might as well create a radar.
Yeah, sure.
Sonar
Yeah.
thing.
I think Jade would just also be following and trying to also see which would be the most path. I mean, is his horse still next to him? Because we didn't leave him there, our pet, like our companions, did we?
That's up to you. Did you take your horse with you, or did you leave him by the camp
Oh.
next to where the boat is? Like, so you guys, because you took him with you on the boat, so it'd be up to you if you took him with him or not.
I mean, yeah, I'll take him just in case these guys decide to not to go back on their word. Would I be able to roll as well to see if I get a better picture of which was the most recent path?
That would be a survival check. This one will be a disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yep.
Oof. That's a 10.
All right, with this one, no, they look fairly fresh. It's hard to get a rough estimate of which one would have been the first or the second or third, as with the help of the two companions with you, you are able to identify that there are roughly 3 paths that were taken, but they happened within like maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours of each other, so it's hard to say exactly which one was first or not.
Okay. While he's walking as well, he does get his horse Sochi to brand if like trees that they're walking alongside with his book, so that he has markers as to like kind of leaving breadcrumbs.
All right, when you start leaving the trail, roll me a quick d20.
That's 12.
12. And yeah, no, with each tree, or I don't know how many, like, how much you space this out, but every time a horse hits that hoof to the bark, pretty much, essentially just brands it, no problem.
Yeah, it would be about every 10, maybe 15 feet.
Easy enough to do.
He will kind of look over at Nashoni and just, does your friend usually wander on her own?
No, not really. Not necessarily. Usually it's Caitlin who wanders or becomes distant one way or another.
Well, we are in this predicament because of Senorita, so not that hard to me.
Let's keep on looking at. Just continue on. Continue calling for Leah.
As you follow this path, you will notice one thing. Caitlin, his voice is starting to get a bit further away. As you can still both hear her calling out and such. And you take this time to notice as your friend Shade has been marking the trees as you guys have been passing, and she kind of been following you, you notice there's a loop around, and one of the trees that she marked is now in front of you.
What?
Shade will notice this and point that out, and he'll talk to his horse. You know, 'cause they have that relationship, and just, are we lost? What's going on? And I don't know if the horse realizes or I realize if we're lost or this.
Quick perception check, both of you.
Okay.
Got an 18.
Same here.
Nice.
And with those two, very well done, and the still very high survival check, you're able to figure out, no, you guys are still following the trail. It's just now you're realizing that the trail that you followed isn't exactly linear. You're following like the branches, the disturbed foliage and whatnot, and you see now that it does in fact loop around. It's continuing to go somewhere. You're just not sure where, and whatever path your friend came seems to be in a more linear direction.
Okay. Maybe we should start following the voice of Kaylin?
Yes, that would be a good idea. We shouldn't split up too much. So we'll try to follow Kaylin's voice. Stick together, team.
Alright, so you'll be abandoning
I asked
the
if she-
middle trail?
I think so. I mean, he's still trying to put hoof marks to guide him, but this time he'll get on the horse and ask if she wants to get on as well.
Sure.
That way we can make this a bit quicker.
Okay,
She'll
if
jump
you're
on
gonna
mine.
try to do this on the horse, it'll be harder to like hit one of the trees with the hoof to try to make the mark, because that'll still take you a second to stop, do that, and then keep going for, you said like every 10 feet?
10 to 15 feet, yeah. Probably 10 feet,
Okay,
that way
so-
we don't lose track.
There. Won't be moving as fast, but you'll be moving quicker.
Do we eventually catch up to her? Or is she off on her own adventure again?
Let's find out. Because in that time, Kaylin, how quick do you think you'd be going as you, assumingly, still following the trail you found while you're looking for Liam?
Well, not like in a rush. Just a normal walking pace.
Cool. And are you sticking to the trail you found?
Yes, unless something pulls me away from that trail.
No, with the with the survival you drew, you can very easily see the signs from where they were going, how they were. But actually, for this one, because I just realized the finish was one more perception.
$18.
18. With this one, you start knowing that there is the trail that was leading you here seems to have. For a second, you think it's gone cold until you notice that it's transferred to the top of trees. You see the movements, small scuffs, and indentations of someone who was traveling via the tree branches. How would you like to proceed?
Would it... Am I still able to proceed on the ground, or do I have to climb up in the trees to follow that trail?
You can proceed on the ground. It'll just be a bit harder because you're not sure where the next one's going to come from, so you're going to have to look ahead and look what tree they might have been aiming for, because you can see where they landed, but it'll be difficult to see where they were going. So like you could see where, for this one you can essentially see how they climbed up. Notice the branches they were on, and they seem to be using some kind of a weapon to climb up first before they started essentially leaping from branch to branch.
No, that's too much work. She's gonna climb the tree.
Okay. This will be athletics or acrobatics for this.
28 acrobatic.
And you are up the tree. It's almost funny because like you look like you're about to just take a step, and if there's anyone watching it, she literally just walks up the tree, Naruto style, and just walks up, no hands needed.
What the hell?
That's what an almost 30 gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better hang on tight, Spider-Man.
He walks up
Yeah.
vertically like a goat on the mountainside, just like just stepping up the stairs but sideways.
Just casually walking up a tree.
Just regular Kalen activities.
Yeah, sounds about right. But yeah, she's gonna go up to the tree and then continue to follow whatever trail she can from there.
Then yeah, roll me, and this would be an athletics check to just start jumping from tree to tree. Unless you've got something, try to do something to help. Otherwise, these are pretty big jumps, but they're not that far apart. So how do you want to do this?
Athletics, or can I pitch
How do you want
acrobatics
to
if
target
I'm
this
swinging
sword?
from tree to tree?
Magically jump flying? I don't know.
Like full on
Like if I do a
Tarzan,
flip
you
in the air when I jump to give me more momentum.
Go for it.
Oh my god, please tell me that you use Noodle.
Oh my god, I can use Noodle. Noodle, be my vines.
Woo!
Can
Roll me an animal handling, please.
18.
Damn it.
God, how did I rolled on the new dice you got me for the thing on like the calendar, and it just rolled a 19 too. So Noodle understands this assignment very well. He actually climbs on your back. It becomes kind of a vine backpack, so you can you're essentially Doc Ocking this.
Yeah. So did I get the clear to roll acrobatics instead of athletics?
Yes. You can roll this with advantage.
That is another 28.
So yeah.
Jesus.
I don't know if you're trying to do this. You're moving quick. You're moving fast. This is fun. This is new. They will not be able to catch up to you unless they are full on galloping on horseback at this rate. Neither one of you knows this. So,
I mean, if you're listening, if we're trying to hear her, then yeah.
well, that's my thing.
Otherwise-
Has she stopped yelling? Like,
Oh,
Leah's
no, she's
name,
still
or is she
yelling
doing
for
something else? Okay. How loud?
Pretty loud, because she's trying to get Leia's attention. She has no idea where she is, so.
Great. Alright, and as you do so, and as you continue doing that, well, Tarzan then, gonna jump back. Shade and the Shoni. You can still hear yelling out for Leah, but it is getting further away.
I think hearing that, he's going to kind of like pull out her reins to indicate, stop marking and just hit that bitch with the throttle.
And
Start
hit
galloping.
that bitch with a throttle. Roll me a quick perception, both of you.
Okay.
Dirty.
Another 18.
as you're going, as you're galloping and going hard, you do smell something. Something burning. Not entirely sure what. You think it might have something to do with you galloping on this kind of a horse, but you don't feel any pain until one of you just takes a quick look behind, and there are 3 distinctive pillars of black smoke coming from behind you in the wood.
Did I start a fire?
Hopefully not.
Was that me? Did I do that?
We don't know. We are hauling ass towards your one friend who's ahead of you and the other one who you're looking for. That's what you guys know.
What do you think, Heidi? Should we stop and check?
Not be a bad idea.
Would this be something Shami does?
Let's check. So shall we hop down the horse?
Okay, yeah, I guess we'll stop and see what the hell's going on with the pillars of fire.
Okay, you didn't see pillars of fire. You saw pillars of thick black smoke back the way you came. Nothing within immediate sight because you're thick forest. Not super thick. No, it's not thick. But essentially, it'd be a ways walk. Might be easier just to do it on the horse because you know faster. If you want to do a quick,
Oh, okay.
hey, what the hell is that?
Sure. Yeah, I didn't know it was that far away, but yeah, no, that's the case then.
Alright, you're both heading back.
Yep. So we'll see how
Alright.
disastrous this is.
And it doesn't take you a minute to get back, and you eventually do see that there is in one of the trees that's in like a little bit of a mini space for itself to grow up. It's high, at least 50 feet up, like emerald green leaves. It is full on fire from bottom roots to tippity top, and it is spewing thick black smoke. But even with your guys' passives, it's not burning. It is on fire, and it is spewing smoke. This is the first one you've encountered. You see those, there are 2 more pillars a little bit further back. And from this, you can see that this indeed has one of the little marks that the horse did put the horseshoe print on.
So it was me, goddamn.
Now, for this one, I'll need Nishoni. This will be a history check with disadvantage.
Ooh, okay.
DC is high, but it's possible.
Okay, let's see. That's a 12 total.
You feel like you've heard something about this. The story of a burning tree that doesn't... Yeah, no, tree alight that does not burn.
Ooh, Moses?
What?
Is that you?
Can't...
Or-
You can't remember the nitty gritty, the details, what this means. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? You just know it's extremely rare, and for some reason, extremely complicated to deal.
Right, people go. Okay, I want to approach this fire. Is it like, it's like an actual hot fire, or is it like a
Yes.
magical energy?
You can feel the heat coming off this thing as soon as you're within 15 feet of it. The heat is high, extremely high. But the closer you get, and the more details you can see in the tree and the leaves, and it's not burning. It looks almost like, I don't know if you've seen some of the magic where it creates fire around something, but it's not actually consuming it.
I wonder if it's sentient, or who's casting it, or making it to do so. Somebody must be doing something, whether it's a spirit or a person.
I mean, are you good at Arcana? I am not. Maybe 100%.
I've got a +2 in Arcana. I can give it a shot.
I got a plus nothing, so.
You can roll Arcana, or this would be a nature check.
Okay.
Nature, I'm the same thing right now as nature. I'm not a very. No.
Yeah, I've got a +2 on nature or Arcana, so let's see. Ooh! But that's actually pretty good. So Arcana, that's 21.
Alright, now with this. Oh, you said you rolled Arcana for this?
Yes.
Alright, for this one.
I said either nature or Arcana.
Yes. And for this one, you're looking back and you know what you can remember from those who taught you how to use your magic and that of nature. It's that same feeling. Like, you know that this, something about this that corresponds with what was originally the creation with you of the spells that have to do with fire and often with protection, but you're not entirely sure. Seems more of a source, but you're just trying to remember what it's used for.
Interesting. Well, if it's protection, you said something about protection, then ooh, be careful.
Shades of it.
Yeah, no, you guys, you know, as soon as you get within 15 feet, there's heat. This is a bonfire going. You find it so. It's an odd thing to see something like this burning this hot, this fast, but nothing's happening.
Yes. Quite strange. He looks at his on fire horse.
Yeah. Siler, you mentioned something about it being a protection thing, potentially, this fire?
There are for this when you're trying to remember this through the lens of your training with magic, through the arcane, and there are a few correlate with how you're taught certain spells. Those fire and those few protection that are taught to a bit of the more advanced. And remember that there is a basis of how the spell came to being that had to do with something about something burning or something coming a light that burns that doesn't consume it. So it's a scratch in the back of your mind that you can't remember much. It's just taught a long time ago. And this is more of like the advanced stuff, the kind of thing that you have to work your way up to.
Interesting. Well, still, I wonder who or what could be casting it then. She'll take a look around in the trees, on the ground, but who knows what force, visible or otherwise, could be doing it. Huh.
So, question, if I may, because he usually eats, so he's able to grab it quite easily. This is hot to him as well.
This is hot. Actually, you'd be able to, you'd actually notice something a bit more. Roll me a quick intelligence.
Oh. Well, this is where you guys are gonna realize how dumb I am.
Hey, come on,
I got a 16.
Hey, the dice can be kind sometimes. With that, that's enough for you to notice one thing. as you get close enough to actually like, are you trying to actually physically approach the fire or just feel how hot it is?
I think I'm just trying to see. I'm actually approaching the fire.
All right, as soon as you get past that
Big old
meter of
bump.
50 feet, you can feel it. And when you hit the barrier of 5 feet, you can feel like that if you get any closer to this, like within 5 feet, you may start to take damage.
Really? Okay. Okay. So I guess he will not continue forward. That's quite the thing. So I guess he can't consume this.
If you could, the fire might burn you as you do.
Yay.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
Alright. Well, I mean, this is definitely interesting. He does ask if she needs any help because he doesn't know what she's doing. Or he doesn't know what she's doing. He's not familiar with this like she is. Just show me.
Yeah, don't really know what to do with it either, other than, I guess, try to not diss it and back away and return to our mission.
Yeah, I think this is something like an aurora. It's quite beautiful, but maybe we shouldn't do anything.
Yeah, or like that fairy fire, that like fungus that grows in the Appalachian Mountains.
Exactly. Like, yeah, maybe we should just leave.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
We start leaving.
And you leave. Fire continues as bright as it was. It doesn't seem to be intensifying or softening at any point. So, you continue back on horseback.
Yeah?
Yep. See if can we hear Kaylin anymore? It's probably gone.
Kaylin, you still screaming?
Sure am.
Roll me a quick perception.
Me or them?
And that.
Ooh. I don't know if this one will cut it. I got an 11.
Nishoni?
14.
And so, no. And you're no longer able to hear your friend. But you do know the general direction she was going, and her path did seem to be linear, more or less.
I guess that's what we'll do for the time being. I don't know how else to.
Head in that direction?
Yeah?
Alright, and this time, like, full throttle, full horse gallop?
Yeah. I don't know what shenanigans she's getting into right now. Apparently she can get into some really big shenanigans, so.
Woo!
I mean, for her, it's a normal day, right? I mean, this is just it's just normal.
How worried should we be about your friend?
Which one?
Leah, I wouldn't worry too much about her. But Kaylin, I'm not so sure.
We should probably hurry. And he starts like he what's it called? He ushers the horse to go faster and to catch up as soon as possible. We're also hearing, like, also seeing if he can hear her again or anything of that nature. I think it's gonna take some time.
Alright, as you guys get forward, we're going to pop over back to Kaylin. You are Tarzaning your way while screaming out your friend's name, Leah. And you go eventually make your way to a clearing. And you will notice. How's your perception?
Am I passive, or do you want me to roll an active perception?
That's up to you.
Passive is 17.
She's made of eyes.
Yeah, if I'm that big, I see everything. Oh my god, big noodle.
Noodle.
Learn the enlarge spell or the gigantification upper spell, and maybe.
Yes. Is there anything of note in this clearing?
Plenty. There's a path, there's a river, a couple of trees spotted out, and as you're looking forward, you see there is someone lying face up, not exactly in the middle of the road, but a little bit off to the side, kind of just staring up. Looks a little dusted. Looks like they've been there a while. There's a lot of signs of activity around, a lot of odd-looking blood, and just a kind of beat to shit wagon. It looks like it's been taken apart. It's weird.
Ooh, other than the person that I see down there, is there anyone else that I see?
From this position with that perception check, no, you think that's pretty much everyone else, but who knows? There might be something in the trees or further ahead. You could go and investigate, or you can do what you wish.
I'm gonna investigate the person.
What did you learn?
Can you move?
Just now.
Yeah.
She didn't
Just
know.
kept going. Like, no, that can't be fair. Like, it can't be that. Wait, no. Do you mean if you ignored her, or if Kaylin ignored you?
No, Kaylin ignored me. I was.
That'd be.
I'm still asleep. Or
You're quote unquote asleep. But your eyes are wide awake, and when you were hit with the sleep spell, you fell face up, so you were able to get a look using peripheral vision and stuff. So you're not face down, so they would get a look at your face if they got looked.
looking up at the.
Sky, can you move on the map, or should I?
I should be able to move.
He's
I'm assuming the unconscious person is Leia over here.
Yeah, as you get closer, that's when you notice it's Leia, and she does not look. No, she looks great, but her outfit is beat to shit. There are some wounds you think you might want to look into, but she's weird thing. Roll me a quick D4.
I'm sorry to be this guy, but it is pronounced Leia, not Leia. Not like Princess Leia. Sorry.
No, you're Princess Leia. That's the name. Leia is the official.
It's pronounced. Oh,
2.
Leia. There's no E.
It's a Leia. Leia. It's like there's a Y in there, but there's not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it is.
It's Leia. The Y is invisible.
Invisible Y, invisible E. No A.
But yes. What was it before?
A 2.
2. Yeah, you hear her snoring. Eyes are open, but you hear her snoring.
Yeah, I think Kaylin's gonna walk up to her and hear that snoring and just... I don't think she knows how to react for a second because she wasn't expecting to find her asleep. And then just gonna turn to Noodle. Noodle, can you like, wake her up, like shake her or something?
How? Noodle's kind of looking at you just because it's looking at itself and it's got options, but all those options tend to be painful.
Oh, with your vines, if you could just like wrap around her and then just shake, and then she's kind of like pantomiming the action.
Okay. Roll me in quick animal handling just to see how well you pantomime this. Too
15.
Too familiar. So Noodle is going up and just waiting and looking at you for like that double confirmation.
She nods encouragingly.
So what'd you roll for that animal handling?
A 15.
15. Excellent. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Does in fact start growing out those vines and slowly start to wrap around the form of your friend.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say Leah this time, not Leia, right? Leah?
Yeah, Leah.
Leah. And does as Noodle was instructed and starts to shake you. Not super violently, but enough to know that
Is Doodle like picking me up to do this or something, or
yes,
kinda
like
shaking me back
like
and forth?
the vines on you are being like you're essentially being grappled.
Okay.
Noodle was essentially starting to shake you.
Am I like lifted into the air, or just like shaking me back and forth a little bit?
Taking
No,
you
you're
like a
full on
zombie.
like like you're full on like almost mummified in the vines. And you know
Okay,
like
then.
there are a bunch of them are growing out of her. Like this is a full on kind of a grapple. But nothing is damaging you. But you are
Okay.
being shaken vigorously.
Am I still kind of blocked in place? And the waking sleep that she's been in, or
After a few seconds, you feel like you're able to speak and move and cry out or curse or whatever you wish, as you are quote unquote awake.
hey, how long has she been there? Out of curiosity, and then with her being picked up, what is she able to see? She can feel that she's being picked up and like wrapped in vines, but Kaylin, I think, is behind her.
She is. All you can see is a tree monster, the kind of which you've seen once before. But, Kaylin,
guess
how
I
close are
probably
you?
What was that?
How close are you? Because it's like you sent Noodle to go shake her awake. How close are you to Leia? Like, is she able to
I
see
think
you?
I'm pretty close. Yeah, I would be relatively close to
Yeah.
Noodle.
So
Can I
you get
see
shaken
Noodle?
awake like a maraca, and you see Noodle is the one doing it, and you also see Kaylin standing behind her, looking
I
very
thought she was
sad.
facing the other way. Is she being like held upside down?
Let me roll something.
And then also, again, how long has she been like this?
You're not able to tell the exact time unless you have that 1 feet.
I don't have that 1 feet, but like rough ballpark.
You don't think it could have been that long? Like, it's not like the sun's already going down or anything, but you've been here a good bit.
Well, like 10 minutes, half hour, hours. Probably not hours.
Not hours. No, less than an hour. Because your friends, when they started their thing, like one of them just came straight here trying to match. Not as fast as you did with your whole ninja monk thing, but pretty fast considering her newly discovered mode of travel.
I'm gonna roll for something then, and I'm gonna use the Kimmy dice.
Go for it. But you are still technically grappled.
Noted.
But your head is completely free, so you can talk, move around, give people the stink eye.
That is the more interesting option. Alright. She, and as she's kind of snapping back into lucidity, you can probably see it, like, her face kind of go from, like, this somewhat numb expression to,
Right. If I didn't, you were never, this was more sleep paralysis. You are fully aware of what's happening around you, you just can't move. So,
yeah, sleep paralysis.
But you were always aware of what was
Yeah,
around you.
always aware. My point being, though, is that she's been alone with her thoughts, thinking that her friend was killed. And particularly, again, alone with her thoughts for this time. I'm kind of making the thought decision that maybe she wasn't in the best headspace, particularly with the roll that I just made.
You know, she thought she lost her friend. That's not good.
Yeah. She's kind of... So, was she being held upside down, or was she face towards
No,
them?
I rolled it. You were held right side up, but you were shaken like at a 90-degree angle. Almost like Baraka, or a Jingle Bell.
I don't even think when she like does this, she yells anything in particular. She just yells. Was she picked up with her weapons? Because I think she had them in her hands when she fell. She's kind of wants to
but
her way
weapons
out
are on the
of this.
floor. Weapons
Okay.
are on the floor. You've got your hands. You can definitely try to use strength or dex or however you want to try to escape this.
Can I use like a spare knife that she has to try and cut her way out of the vines?
Definitely. Just roll me a quick sleight of hand to get it out of you, because you are like hands to the sign restrain. You can try to wiggle your way towards it.
Alright, sleight of hand. That is a 14.
And you get to it, knife in hand. You're ready to slice and dice as you wish.
Not necessarily trying to like be super destructive, but she just wants to get herself free and kind of drop to the ground effectively. Stop the shaking like a maraca.
It takes you just slapping a few vines before they go loose, and you are dropped to the ground, in which case I'm just going to give you the 3-point superhero landing, because you're only up like 10 feet in the air. This thing wasn't trying to, like, keep you grappled.
I'm actually gonna say thanks, but no thanks. I think she does kind of fall disheveledly onto the ground.
Okay, your weapons are like next to you, so like they're within arm's reach if you want them.
She's gonna kind of look up, like snapped up, kind of in this sort of panicked state, and she's going to yell, "Vermont!" Louder than that, but I don't want to make a huge noise. Looking around, but then seeing Kaylin, continued panic for a moment, and a questioning look of, Kaylin? You're here. You're all right.
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
I thought you were. And she's gonna look, kind of sit up, and she's going to look behind her, kind of looking particularly in the direction of those people that were kind of piled up on the ground that she thought Kaylin might be one of, that she never really got a good look at. So, does she see anybody there?
Nope, everyone here's been cleared out. You just see the mess from when you were taking out the goblins, the knoll, and a few were weapons, but no bodies.
So you weren't. I thought you were. Are you getting any closer at the moment? Or are you staying? This look of kind of relief kind of washes up on her face as she slowly picks herself up. You were gone for so long, I went to go check on you, but when I found there was somebody, I tracked you here, but I saw people being attacked. I thought you would have
Keelan is
gone
gonna
in.
look confused. I wasn't gone for that long. I was in the forest for a little bit, but I came back, and then they said that
Oh,
you were
you're gone
gone,
out,
and
okay.
you were the one that was gone for a long time. We had
Thought you
to
were-
convince the
How long
ship
has it been?
guys to stay for extra time so we could come find you. I didn't know you were just sleeping in the forest.
How long has it been?
So how long would you say it's been now? Because I know we waited for a bit on the shore before we left.
Like full time combined of like you getting back, waiting, and deciding, you know, it's probably time to go, and you getting here,
Yeah.
and you probably hit the like full hour, maybe hour, 10 minutes.
Maybe a little over an hour? Nashoni and Shade are also looking for you. We were wondering what happened to you.
You look behind you, there's no one behind you.
Leah's going
We
to
thought they were with you.
I'll approach a little bit closer and kind of like just kind of sidestepping Noodle. Are you also kind of staying where you are? Or are you stepping closer at all for this conversation? No, you're staying where you
No.
are? Are you looking defensive as she approaches, just out of curiosity?
No.
As you are talking and as you're kind of explaining what has happened, she actually goes up and hugs you.
I think there's like a
And it's
moment
at
of
that
like
point.
surprise.
That's when Shade and Nashoni walk in. You walk in on this scene and you know something's gone funky because Leah is hugging Kaylin and it is a full-on like embrace.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think you
Ah,
see.
so
I think
They're,
you.
Never seen her hug somebody, I don't think.
oh, I see. They're someone else, right?
Leah, you don't see it, but I think you feel from her face running down probably your shoulder, a tear. In fact, I thought you were dead. I thought you were taken away, and I thought you had died.
Kaylin is going to be very surprised at first because the first time we ever hugged her. And she's going to really quickly reciprocate the hug and just kind of like a little too tight hold you. And then she's going to say, it's okay. I also had some bad dreams before and I know how scary they can be, but it's not real. It's okay.
As the others are approaching, and as you're like a beat after you say that, she kind of, again, kind of some of her lucidity, her senses kind of return to her, and she's just kind of push away, not necessarily pushing, like forcing you away, but like kind of like she is done with a hug, and she is kind of trying to step away a bit. Do you try and cling on, or are you kind of
No.
letting her? Okay. You see her pause, kind of looking not down at you, but kind of at her feet, at the ground, and then kind of turn and step back over to reclaim her weapons. Yeah, bad dreams. I understand. Are you all right, Caitlin?
I think so.
You were
Why
just
wouldn't I be?
forging,
Mm-hmm.
you said?
And she's gonna like open her pouch to show like the berries and nuts that she found this morning.
Caitlin, Leah pauses and hesitates on her words on how she wants to phrase this. If you want one of us to join you in the future when you go off foraging in the morning, or perhaps let us know where you are so you don't get concerned, that may be helpful. Extra pair of hands or whatnot.
Sure, if you want to come foraging, just let me know. I can invite you next time. Everyone was asleep this morning, so I didn't want to wake them up. And I was back relatively quickly.
Yeah. She's kind of gathering the items she had dropped. Do we think this is where the others are reconvening, or?
Yes, the others, you see them, like, I don't know if they're approaching or they're letting you guys have your moment. That's up to them.
I mean, we're approaching, but does Shade see anything? Anyone still here hiding? I mean, he sees the remnants of a fight.
Yes, you recognize that immediately. You can roll perception if you'd like to see if you can spot anything, any hidden dangers that might still be about.
That's an
I also
18.
wouldn't. I wouldn't mind doing like a check to see. Like I saw them out of my peripheral vision, but just kind of confirming which direction they headed in.
You can check, but you lost sight of them roughly going, would have been possibly north, possibly east. You're not entirely sure. They're all kind of shambling in that direction or another, so you're not entirely sure where they might have gone. Unless you're trying to start investigating any tracks you might try and find.
I'll leave it at that for now. But I think that was blind check as well.
Yeah, I got an 18.
And with that, no, you're definitely able to pick up a lot happened here. You're getting evidence of this fight, an ambush, a skirmish, but it's all kind of layered over each other, so more than one battle happened here. But from what you can tell and from looking around, you don't see anything else here hostile, except for the rest of your party. And you do see Leah, who was also checking around a bit to see, well, she seems to be looking in a specific direction as she was picking up her weapons and kind of composing herself a bit. But yeah.
I imagine she's probably somewhat bloodstained.
A little, yeah, but a lot of it not
her.
hers.
Yeah.
There's very distinctive and that unfortunate smell that does come with specific kind of creature blood.
Yeah.
I think Shade would look at Nashoni and just, maybe you should go check on your friends. Going to take a look around.
All right. She'll turn from Shade and approach this lovely reunion between Leah and Caitlin. Glad to see you're both alright.
Seem to have caused a bit of trouble for everyone.
You owe me more money.
It's okay. It happens to everyone. You know, you go in the forest and then you get tired and you take a nap.
I wasn't taking a nap. I was asleep. Someone attacked these people, kind of gesturing to be part and kind of where the others had been kind of, I don't know if they're bound up or just kind of KO'd or maybe killed. There was someone here. Someone hooded and shrouded in fungus. It didn't look like the moss, but something else that... Would it be accurate to say it was kind of like possessing him, or was it more like just kind of growing on him?
Not entirely sure. Could have been both or something else altogether.
I fended off everyone else that made this attack, but once I was finished with everyone else, he came in and cast some sort of damn spell on me, put me to sleep. I was in a waking sleep for, I guess, almost an hour. And then violently shaken by this little fellow, I suppose, kind of looking over at Noodle.
Just gives you that weird dog side help tilt when they're trying to figure out what you mean.
Good question. Kaylin, you want to answer that?
What was that? I didn't catch what you're asking me.
Matt asked jokingly, why is this damn thing so adorable? And I asked, Kaylin, do you want to answer that?
Oh,
Talking
it's just
about
how he was created and born and raised. That's why Kaylin worked so hard to make him a pet. That's why he's Kaylin's friend now.
Yeah, it wasn't the fact that he missed every attack on you, and somehow you told him,
Nope.
that's okay. I just started feeding him.
You are mine now.
After Leah took out the
Emily reminds
burning
me
woman.
of like you can make friends with a rock. Like
She
I have
the
no
goal.
doubt. I bet she has rock friends. I have no doubt believing that.
Kaylin's trying to make
But,
friends
like,
with
she's, like-
Was
everyone.
But,
the
like,
Guardian
she's, like,
made of
Patrick.
rocks?
She's like Patrick, like super nice to them. Like, go ahead, you can start going, you know, whenever you want.
Whatever you feel like it.
So like when someone asks, okay, question everyone here, she just goes, questions a rock. That's okay, take your time.
Was the Guardian made of wood, stone, or metal? I feel like stone.
Which one? Because you specifically
she's- The one she's bonded with, particularly.
the one she's bonded with, a mixture of stone, wood, and earth.
He's got rock friends! Or a rock friend.
There was another one you fought that looked like it was a cross between living obsidian and lava, you think, wearing a creepy ass mask. That's the one you had to double team with Scary Dude.
Very good.
Yeah, during the ritual with Mr. Red, while he was getting his shit kicked by the monk. That
Yeah.
creepy swords guy that you had to like team up with, he was literally like, had to run jumped in order to parry and attack the other guy.
Yeah. sorry. So I'm not sure why they were attacking this fungus man. The goblins that he was commanding in the Knoll, they were alive at the time, but they had... And I think she realizes something, and she's going to reach up to her ears and feel if the fungus that grew there is still there.
It is, in fact, still there.
Let me roll something to see what she does here. Yeah, no, she does not keep her cool. She's going to... It's a little panic, and hopefully this doesn't have adverse effects. She's going to try and rip it off, or rip it out.
And you rip them off, and it's a strange, like pulling off a scab almost, but beneath it is just normal, pristine skin. There is just one slight hiccup. Feels like your ears popped for some reason. But other than that, no adverse effects, just a small handful of like button-sized mushrooms.
Yeah, she's just gonna kind of hold them out in her hand and show everybody else. It was...
You should clean your ears more often.
She's just gonna kind of give him a short glare. He... Correct me if I'm wrong, but he blew something in my face and then these grew on her ears.
No. He kind of like... No, he slammed his staff down, and spores essentially just started emanating
Oh,
from
okay, that's right.
roughly a 15-foot radius. And they just... These mushrooms just grew on your ear, and then you were suddenly able to hear this strange voice. Specifically in your head, you figured it out. It wasn't actually physically speaking.
I could hear him in my mind. The others, the goblins, the Knoll. Yeah, sorry about that.
Bless you.
Thank you. That was actually a sneeze. That one was a sneeze.
You know, I can't trust anything you say, so, you know,
We
whatever
got
you
him,
say, bro.
ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
A real legitimate sneeze. But yeah, no. They had these growing. I don't know if it was how he was communicating with them or if he was somehow controlling them. But I don't know. Do any of you know what this might be? What it might be related to?
You've shown me, Kaylin, a free to roll. This would be a nature check or medicine. What you'd like to roll? Oh, and Shade, you're investigating like the area around us. Get free to roll its investigation, perception, or you know, it's pretty much those two.
Alright, okay, 1 second.
Alright, for medicine, that's 22.
Nope.
Alright. See that? So just no. So Kaylin, you know these? These are mushrooms. They're just tiny.
Delicious.
And from what you could tell, they're probably not the poisonous ones, but you can't be sure. So it's best to ask someone who does. Because you've always been told, it's better to ask someone else than to eat them first, because you don't want another tummy.
Thinking about her being a disaster chef, and one more question: is she gonna try eating her ear fungus?
Well, you haven't given it to her. She doesn't. We'll see. We'll see.
Let's hope.
Shelly, you do in fact recognize these mushrooms. Not hard to find. They just don't come off in such like in a lot of numbers, which is why they're very rare. But there is a medicinal use for them. They help clear the mind. Be it pain or something that's trying to affect them. Essentially, there is a little potion that can be made from this, or you could dry this up and make a tea, which just helps people after a long day, just relaxes. So these are
okay.
Yeah, so you could do these in a stew and that'll help, or you could literally do these, dry them out, dice them up, dry them out, and try them with the ingredients. Because like he's only got like a small handful, and they're the size of buttons.
Okay. You know what? I'll gather some of these up. This might be useful in future.
You
who
only
knows?
it's like the maybe 10 he pulled off both of his ears. Yeah, he pulled off both the ears. And you just told him that they grew on her ears after this weird mushroom man sort of sneezed pollen on her.
Gross.
Interesting.
And apparently that's how he was able to communicate directly into her mind.
She's holding them out, like showing everybody. Are you gonna take them? Are you gonna ask for them? Or
Are you gonna
Yeah,
let people
I'll
know
ask
that's what
them.
they are?
So yeah, I'll let them know what they are. That they are a fungus that can be used in various ways to be calming, soothing to the mind, and ask
Yes, you know,
want them.
it's always in small doses, no large doses. You're not sure. If they ever told you why, they just told you never take these in large doses.
Okay.
would this be like
Now
a
I'm
large
tempted to take
dose
it in a
of
large
henna?
dose.
You don't consume them raw like this. Apparently that's... They never said it was lethal or poisonous or anything. He just said, don't do that.
Are you gonna ask to like hold on to them, or
Yeah, if you want, I can hold on to them for you, but if not, I
I
guess.
suppose? And she'll kind of like pausing for a moment, but she'll just kind of nervously kind of give them over to her. Not necessarily sure what to make of a friend of hers taking her ear mushrooms.
Stranger things have happened.
Stranger things
It's a
haven't
hell of a
happened.
sentence, though. You gotta make a quotes
Oh.
challenge to start writing these down. I think we already have one.
We've heard about
I
dead
got,
persons.
I got a 21 for my investigation.
Okay, with that, definitely not. You're able to see that there were, in fact, multiple skirmishes here. Depending on if and when you ask your friend about what she saw, you can tell there was a cart in the road. Looks to have been taken apart, like ambush, but you also can tell that like additional prints were made here to make it look like the attack was bigger than it was. But with a bit more investigation, you're able to tell that there weren't that many actual goblins. But you can tell that there were at least goblins and at least one or two other creatures, you think in gnolls, based on the thickness of the size and shape. And an unknown set seems to be, I'm not sure if it was kind of a blueprint or some kind of indentation of another third individual further back. But you are able to see the different spots of blood. I'm not sure if you overheard the story actually. They're just telling him how she essentially tried to solo this group and kind of succeeded technically. Before the whole strange mushroom man sneezed, spoke, and she fell asleep.
90% is still good.
With that, I think Shade will just kind of get up and just we should leave before they come back. We don't know well, we don't know what this area is, and I have a feeling that we aren't supposed to be here.
Leah kind of walks over to the cart and kind of says, "One thing I wanted to check before we go." She wants to look for any like identifying marks, on this cart or in this cart, or like any like flags or
No, the
markers?
cart's in pieces.
It's in pieces. Okay.
Yeah,
I
remember,
thought they
they
just
got
moved
taken
it over
apart
the side.
and
I didn't
then.
realize they got sent.
No, they have, but they did it in pieces. Yeah, like what happened at one side or the other side.
Was anything left, or is it just kind of the
No,
cart?
they unloaded everything you saw. They had it over next to where they were wrapping up the bodies of the. No, you confirmed they weren't dead. They were just. Well, no, you weren't. You didn't fully make sure, but you did see at least 3 different people getting wrapped up.
Did I see any of them like get up and walk away like the others did?
No, they were straight up wrapped up. You just saw the zombie shuffling away. From your position, you weren't able to get a good look. You just saw that they proceeded to that area, and everything now is gone.
Interesting. And nothing was left behind except the broken up cart. But they went through the trouble of like messing with their tracks. Interesting.
Yes, they did go to the trouble to make it look like it was more than they were. Big attack. They destroyed the cart, but at the end, the tracks were kind of messed up because after they became zombies, let's go with
That's
that
sort of a
now,
flaw.
they were they kind of started just shuffling away, less coordinated.
Interesting. I'm not sure why they would have done this. But, alright, we should probably get back to the boat then. Was there anything else anybody wanted to look into here? I'm not sure what to make of all this.
While Shade and I were looking for you to, we came across some fire. It was a fire that burned but didn't consume.
Didn't see anything wrong with that.
I don't know if it has anything to do with your mushroom man, but I suppose it was worth noting.
We actually might see it on the way back.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll kind of cast a glance over at the flaming horse. But they said it wasn't burning, so interesting. Do we want to leave it off here for next time, or do we want to say we get back to the boat, or?
I mean, does anything exciting happen on our way back to the boat?
When you pass 3 burning trees, same thing as the other ones. Unless there's something you'd like to try to do to them. Oh, actually, since there's now 2 of you here, if you guys would like to roll anything, you could roll be it nature, history, whatever you guys would like to try. If you'd
And
like
that
to
is a
try.
10.
If you are seeing. That's
Did I
a
roll?
10.
Whatever you want. A 10 on what? History?
Nature.
Like, history.
Caitlin
10,
doesn't
nature,
remember
yeah.
history.
History of nature, more or less, or just the things you learned about, the forest and whatnot.
The Force.
Okay. You did, in fact, the forest. The forest of the force. But yeah, Brianna with 10. You think you might have heard something about this? No honest details are coming to mind. Nature, trees, different kinds of trees. Different trees do different things. They kind of grow different ways.
They grow on fire.
But like fire is definitely something that they usually don't survive like this one does. It's weird. You think maybe someone's told you about it, but you're just not right. You can't remember right now at this moment.
It's fine. Fires just happen sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes just.
That is such a Kalen thing to fucking say. And sometimes, no, Speedy, no, they don't.
I mean, sometimes
You have
they
a
do.
flaming horse. That's
Yeah.
Okay, there is a reason this happened. I'm on fire, and I can tell you for a fact, it's for a reason.
and I'm sure this tree has a reason too.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Yeah.
if I could roll insight to see if, like, the guy with the flaming horse is suspicious at all.
Go for it if you want. Sure.
Control
Also, if you wanted, anything else you want to raise? Anything else you wanted to roll, please?
That is an 11, so probably not.
An 11 in what?
11, that is with the bonus. But for the insight.
Oh, for the inside on Shade? Yeah. Playing the skeleton man.
Really hard to get a read on.
I mean, it's
She's
hard to
got
get a
a
read on
second
him because, you know,
I mean, body
she has no
language.
face.
Body
Well, you see-
language.
I
sort of
imagine
thing.
you just do like that whole, like the jaw just falls open.
Yeah.
Man, that's so weird. Do we see the whole hook?
Yeah, you can see it clear as day. It's on there. Because you eventually do see like that he did start marking a trail for you guys to get back. Although it does loop around once for some reason before it starts showing you way back the way.
Oh,
Oh, and you're-
that was her fault. Pointing at the shoulder. She was supposed to be keeping track.
Threw you under the carriage.
Oh,
I was supposed to
man.
be tracking what?
And he said that it loops back around. So I was like, oh, that's her fault. She's the one she should have.
Of the trail or directions?
The
Go,
trail,
go.
remember? The trail had looped back around when we were like
Yeah.
leaving those punch or whatever.
Oh,
Oh, that was her fault. She's the one that she was supposed to be the only driver.
Nope.
Shoni, fight him. It's okay.
Listen, I can
You know,
try to
what
get
did I
us
miss?
back on track again.
The last thing I heard was Shade blaming the Shoni, and then everything kind of went quiet.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much the last thing that happened.
pretty much the last where we left off, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I rolled for it as well. It started raining as you start to make your way back.
Woo, rain!
Something
Atmospheric.
really basic. It's nice.
Does it put out the fire?
No, it doesn't affect it at all.
Yeah,
You can
that's
actually
nice.
see the pillars of smoke actually making like a small kind of a. Because the heat is going straight up. This thing's radiating, and you can see it like cutting through the rain clouds.
Interesting. But yeah, Leah's not gonna prod too much. Give a few quizzical looks. But yeah, I don't think she's too invested in the moment. You may anybody cast a glance over at her, she's kind of lost in thought for the most part. As we're traveling back.
Do you think those four are still there waiting for us, or do you think they took off?
I think so. I don't think they would go back on their word.
Why?
Because they seem nice.
It's her outlook on life.
Like he doesn't like. He usually definitely is like, you're so naive, it hurts. But she's so nice. I don't know if he has a heart. I mean, he doesn't, but like that's not what.
Can I crush this child's dreams? Of course
Exactly.
She's so innocent.
Am I gonna crush this child's dreams for me?
Of course I'm kidding. I would say, Kaylin, I don't know if this is anything that's like lingered in your mind. Quite possibly not, but Leah, you definitely heard when she woke up, she yelled for somebody named Raymond. Or just yelled the word Raymond, perhaps.
Yeah, Kaylin, you're the only one who heard that.
I say
If
there's
there was
a
anyone else, they'd be so curious about it.
70-40 chance that she remembers that at all.
Oh, that
I
is not
imagine
a
she
good
remembers
roll.
it perfectly, but like, I mean, what would that have to do with anything? It's obviously that she just people
It's just
wake
gibberish.
up
You
screaming.
probably,
names?
yeah, you just
Likes the
had a
name.
bad dream, woke up, and yelled at some gibberish.
Actually, comes to think of it, I don't even know if she knows that that is a name. That might not be a name she is familiar with in her vocabulary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raymond seems weird to her. She's a fae. She's used to names like Ubastang.
Yeah, like Tupac and Ludacris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
Also
canonizing that there is? Are we canonizing that there is somebody on this island named Tupac?
That is up to you to find out.
No, there's clearly two. He's the second. Oh.
Oh, one Pac.
There's Pac. No, there's
No,
Pac,
there's two
two
Pac.
Pac,
So,
one Pac.
don't be ignorant.
3 Pac. Quad Pac. Septipac. Octopac.
Crystal,
I
you're
just now got the
talking. I don't
joke.
know. I can hear, I think you're muted.
I'm not talking to you. I'm actually talking to Bandit.
Oh, good boy.
Yeah. I brought out my emotional support lattes, and I think Bandit thinks this is his new toy. And so
Oh,
I'm trying
I'm
to tell him,
sorry,
no, these
you
are
might lose
mine.
those.
No, they're mine.
I'm so
But
sorry. you
he is
gotta lose those.
Staring at them
He's
very
adamant that
intently.
those are his. Hey,
Yeah,
by the way, Sadler, I've been doing your model. My fingers are bleeding.
Oh no!
I've never done metal like this before, and
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
metal ones
I've
are
already
difficult.
picked up a couple of prongs, and I'm like, I've never done these before. Cool. I was just, my fingers hurt.
I gotta look over. I gotta look over the thing. I think might be gloves.
Yeah, no, I know. I to be fair, I should have waited until I was able to go get the equipment, but I was just like, I'm gonna do this.
Eagerness is your downfall, so to say.
Yeah, honestly, most of the time I'm just busy.
Well, if you like that one, maybe next year I'll get you the Titan, which is the bigger version of that.
Because this one says Titan, right? But like, even though it says that, I'm like, yo, this looks like a
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna hop off here. I think my sinuses are on the something.
No, yeah, it's
No.
cool.
Okay.
We'll call it a day as you guys
That's not
enter back, and we'll find out if you see those elves still waiting for you at the shore with their ship or not. Next time, double checking because looking at the calendar, probably not going to be till unless who's like when's the next time you think we'll be ready for game? Think like what next?
It might be next year at this point, I think. Yeah, 5th. Did you want to try and do a game on Wednesday, Matt?
That's what I was gonna ask, because I don't know what everyone's availability is. I don't want to get in the way of your holiday plans, or I know people's relatives are gonna start coming in around this time. Do you have people coming in?
I
It
don't
should
have
be good for
anything
Wednesday.
happening Wednesday.
Yeah,
But that's
the
up to
week
you.
of Christmas and New Year's, I probably will be busy. But next, like Wednesday, like this coming one, I'm good to go if you guys are.
All right. No, yeah. If you guys are good to go, I can definitely do a session this Wednesday.
Could, but I could also go and spend some time with my dad. So I could possibly go either way if you guys all are ready to go.
Like yeah, let's say like I said, I'm if you guys are all available or and you guys want to have a session, I'm there. You know, just let me know and I'll. Cause yeah, I'm. It's not like me and Crystal are doing anything on Wednesday. I was just trying to take you guys into consideration.
All right.
And Michael, honestly, don't feel pressured if you do want to spend time with your dad. Go
Yeah, no,
spend
go
time
for
with
it.
your dad. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And so like that's why I said and besides the way I left it off last night, it's a good place to leave off until next year. So that's why if anything, I'll check back with you guys on Wednesday and we'll see from there.
Indeed.
Sounds good.
Yeah.